Hey, crazy face, where's Pervert Perry and Nerd-tastic?
I don't know. I went down to the comic book store, but it was closed with a sign posted in the window that read, "Closed due to mental breakdown."
Another one? Jason has more mental breakdowns than breakfasts. Do you think him and Gary are doing something together and didn't include us?
I don't think so. The only one of us that we routinely don't include is you. I'm always invited.
That's true. Is it some kind of nerd pervert appreciation day? Maybe they're getting their nerd mixed into their pervert. If you know what I mean.
I don't.
Well, Jason would, and he'd be mad about it. This sucks.
Hey, guys.
Where have you been? I had to talk to AJ, and I try not to talk to AJ.
Why not?
Your mind is the crazy bread of this pizza party, and I try to limit my intake of crazy.
Besides, Fundy makes crazy from scratch at home.
Well, look who decided to finally join us. I said something earlier that would have made you so angry, but... now, I can't remember what it was. What was that thing I said, AJ?
I don't remember either. Must be because of my crazy bread brain.
The truth hurts. Anyways, where were you guys?
It's April 15th, Fundy.
Uh-huh, so?
It's tax day. Oh, yeah.
Tax day? So you two schlubs had to get your taxes, in?
Yeah. It's the last day that us tax-paying, business-owning schlubs have to mail in our tax returns.
Well, sucks to be you. You should have gone into the church business like me. Tax-free is the way to be. Thanks, federal government.
Fundy, me and Gary have just spent a gross amount of time preparing our tax statements in the small hope that we won't get audited, and we could still fall prey to a random audit. Well, that and a nice tax refund. Tax refund? You know, that thing where you pay too much tax and they give you money back? It's been so long since I've gotten a tax refund, I forgot that they exist. But the commercials for tax preparers on TV make it seem like everybody gets a tax refund at tax time. Of course they do. Would you want to go and pay someone to prepare your taxes just to find out that you owe money to the government?
Again, one more thing that I never have to deal with.
I find it almost impossible to believe that you pay no taxes, Fundy.
Everything falls under the church. I get paid by the church. Officially, my home is on church property. And since everybody that works for the church is a volunteer, I don't pay nobody. It's super sweet.
Yeah, it's so sweet that just because you claim to believe in a fictional sky penis, you don't have to pay into the system that we do.
I don't even pay property taxes.
So you get all of the services that the government offers, but you don't have to contribute to them.
Exactly. It's the American way. The Founding Fathers knew that God would visit disasters on their fledgling nation if they taxed the church. So in their infinite wisdom, they excluded us.
What disasters?
I don't know, but probably really bad ones. Earthquakes, floods, a plague of anal fissures. All I know is that so far, the non-taxation of churches has kept us safe.
Well, fuck that! It's 2016, and if churches are allowed to play a part in politics, they should have to pay taxes like everybody else.
What, and lose our unfair advantage? That's un-American. This is the way it's supposed to work, you dingleberry. We get to bribe our representatives, sponsor bills, and in some cases dictate the way laws should be interpreted, and the only price we have to pay is occasionally bankrolling a political candidate's campaign. You're just jealous because we got the golden ticket and you don't.
I'm not jealous. I'm just pissed off. Megachurches rake in billions of dollars a year, and I'm lucky if I break even every month. But I've paid more taxes than they ever will. Same here. I'm getting sick and tired of seeing those supposed men and women of God prance about in their $10,000 suits and drive their luxury cars, knowing that they have a privilege that I don't for no reason at all. That kinda sounds like jealousy, dude. Call it whatever you want. All I know is that every April 15th that I am reminded when it comes to taxes that in this land of the free, some assholes are freer than others, and it makes me want to start burning churches down.
Whoa, back off there, Firebug. I didn't create the system, I'm just taking advantage of it. Besides, you guys are totally overlooking the fact that AJ has been uncharacteristically quiet this whole time.
Don't try to weasel out of this. AJ paid his taxes just like everybody else.
Guys?
Yeah, you're the one who got the God says I don't gotta fork over the dough card, not AJ.
Well, actually...
I wasn't trying to distract you, but isn't it funny that the millionaire doesn't have anything to say about taxes? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that AJ is a trust-funded millionaire.
As a professional conspiracy theorist, I like to lead a very low-profile life. Very simple. I drive a used car, I rent a small, comfortable apartment, I live frugally.
And you have several $1 million in savings.
How do you know that?
The lady in the bank and I have lots of things in common. Primarily that we are both horrible gossips.
What's the point, Fundy? Sure, AJ has lots of money, but he pays taxes just like us.
Actually, my father has people who handles the taxes. I don't even know what a tax form looks like.
It looks like a two-dimensional hell that makes you do math, and if you don't do the math right, you go to jail. That's not everything, is it, AJ?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, come on! You Richie Rich types know how to make the tax money you owe disappear. It's the single greatest thing about being rich. You mean, aside from the comfort based on the knowledge that you'll never have to worry about rent, mortgages, or health care? Exactly! So out with it, Money Bridges. How much did you pay in taxes this year?
Fundy, back off. You don't have to answer that if you don't want to, AJ.
See, the thing is with all the offshore holdings and bank accounts and the deductions for, well, being rich, I don't really pay taxes either.
Son of a biscuit eater!
So you don't owe any money at tax time? So what? You still paid an income tax during the year.
No, I mean, we don't really pay any taxes. At all. It's really complicated.
See? I'm not the only freeloader around here. What do you mean you don't pay any taxes?
All I know is that after the loopholes and the offshore stuff and the diversifying my income streams and the tax incentives, I don't actually pay any tax.
You son of a bitch.
It's not my fault. Like I said, it's complicated.
Complicated? Complicated? It's not complicated, AJ. It's actually very simple. See, you and your family don't have to pay any taxes because you're rich. You matter. Fundy doesn't have to pay any taxes because politicians fear losing the religious vote. They matter. But the rest of us dumb assholes who shovel money into the government and happily pretend like it's our responsibility as good citizens to do so, we're just a bunch of meat.
Jason, I think it's time to calm down.
Meat, Gary! I mean, why do I do it? I should just cheat on my taxes. I should be as sneaky as these two fuckheads are and not pay. Oh, hey, you guys can't do that. We need that money for, like, roads or orphans or something.
Well, our taxes are applied to the services that we need.
What services? More things that I don't support? More guns and tanks for useless fighter jets for the military? The free healthcare for life that senators and congressmen enjoy? The fucking White House Easter egg hunt? And the Postal Service, you use that. The Postal Service has been independent since 1970, you fucking dimwit.
If it makes you feel any better, I feel real bad about it. I mean, if I had my way, I would pay my fair share, but Dad's businesses are kinda in charge.
Yeah, it makes me feel so much better, AJ. Your guilt over your blatant tax swindling makes everything better. Hey, everybody, I know it kinda hurts while Uncle Sam fucks us in our buttholes without lube, but it's okay. AJ feels really bad about it. I bet he does. So, AJ, what loopholes do you guys use? How do you hide the money from the feds?
That's the thing.
Go ahead, AJ. Say it. Tell him.
It's all legal.
Yeah, it's all legal. Legal! Did you hear that, Gary? Legal!
Dude, your gasket is blowing.
Oh, this gasket is fully blown! Really? Legal? You don't pay taxes at all and it's all on the up and up?
Yeah.
They're not the only ones. I've paid more taxes than General Motors, Pfizer, American Airlines, and Xerox combined. Currently, 1 in 5 Fortune 500 companies have paid no income taxes.
God bless America. The only place in the world where if you're rich or religious, you can always remain on top.
No more of this. I want to go to my happy place.
Where's that? North Korea? Ha ha. See, cause he hates America. Communism.
Seriously, Fundy, shut your privileged, tax-free Jesus hole.
If you don't like the system, what are you gonna do? Move? All the other countries that are worth living in have like super high taxes.
And free health care, free college tuition, working infrastructures, and stigma-free public assistance programs.
Who needs those things?
Gary, please, do the what do you guys think thing. Please, I gotta go to my happy place because if I don't, that monster over there is going to be crammed up the butt of that monster over there. No problem. You go to your happy place. Yay! Jason to Enterprise, one to beam up. What do you guys think?
Should religious organizations continue to live off the backs of everyone else despite making billions of dollars in revenue every year?
And should American companies be allowed to utilize a tax system that makes it possible for them to wriggle out of paying?
No life science, Captain. Should I assemble an away team? Okay, you guys are the captain. Mr. Data, Mr. Worf, you're with me. Comment down in the when is YouTube gonna get rid of this section.
So a company can just loophole their way out of taxes?
Sure, but my dad's company did a little bit different.
What did they do?
They threatened to move the entire company to the tax-free haven of Pango Pango, and the tax incentives to stay just started flowing in.
Kinda makes you realize just how ingenious American capitalism can be. Almost brings a tear to the eye.
Or vomit to the mouth. I wonder if they need a sexy blue ensign in Jason's happy place.
Hey everybody, it's me, Oswald, here to tell you about going to some place and listening to some things that go into your ear holes called podcasts. Why they change the name? Not everybody listens to these things on iPods. Sometimes they listen to them on Zunes. How come they're not called Zunecasts or generic MP3 player that you bought at Walgreens cast? It's the name, we're stuck with it. It's like Kleenex. What is like Kleenex? Well, you know, not everything is Kleenex. They're facial tissues. I have no idea what you're talking about. Just please pimp the podcast, okay? Right, pimping away. First podcast that I want you to listen to is this one, Late Seating with Steve and Jason, which is a movie review show, and this time they're gonna be reviewing The Jungle Book, which I've never seen because I don't like reading in my movies. That's not what, you don't read anything in The Jungle Book. Sure you do, it has book in the title. I never go to a movie that has book in the title. Do the other one. Right. And the other one is this one, Lemme Finish with Atticus and Jason. And that's a goof 'em up podcast where Atticus talks and Jason tries to make jokes. And they do it for about an hour and they talk about buttholes. We talk about other things. No, pretty much just buttholes. No, we talk about other things. I stick by my butthole statement.